in March of this year, just at the beginning of March, we had 5.6 million people in Ohio working. That's how many jobs we had in our state. The economy was robust. We had a record low unemployment rate, and the biggest issue that businesses had was that they couldn't find enough people to go to work with all of the great opportunities that they were creating. And boy, how things have changed in a very short period of time. Since March 15th, we've lost about 1 million jobs in Ohio. Nationally, that number is well over 25 million, will be by the next time the jobs numbers are reported. Probably going to grow much higher than that. It's projected nationally by the people who look at this, and we all know modelers on the health side, modelers on the economic side. They think that unemployment could go to 20%. It could be as low as 15%, could be as high as 25%. No one really knows, but those are some of the best estimates about where things are. To put it in perspective, during the Great Recession, which ended in 2009, the highest unemployment rate we experienced in Ohio was 10.9%. Just 10.9% seems reasonable compared to these other numbers and these other projections. And we know what the economic consequences were during that time. We also know from past recessions, from what we've learned, that as unemployment goes up, so do the rates of suicide, drug addiction, domestic violence, depression, homelessness, as well as other health consequences like diabetes. Bad economic conditions lead to bad health consequences. And this is the reality that we face. We're going to fight back in many ways. Governor's going to talk to you about ways that he's been working on to fight back, and Dr. Acton's going to talk about things that she's going to fight back, she's working to fight back on. And in the coming days, we're going to talk about some of the things that we can do to fight back as far as best practices that employers have executed successfully around the world and in Ohio. Now we know when we talk about the reopening and rollback of certain restrictions, that I'll reiterate this again because it's important, because I know how important this is for people to understand. That doesn't make the coronavirus any less dangerous, not at all. Particularly if you're over 65 and you have health issues, you're going to have to remain ever vigilant, and we're all going to have to remain vigilant to make sure that we're protecting each other. But others will be able to rejoin the economy and fire up the economic engine that will help us get through this.